Hello. Hello, my YouTube family. How are you? Hope that all is well. Listen, guys, I came up with a series. I don't know how long it's gonna last. So I've been recording videos, kind of back to back. But I decided today that I'm gonna do a fresh one every morning while I'm up already in my personal get ready morning day, right? So it's normally pretty dark out because I start my day very early. So I'm just gonna see how this goes. I've been trying to figure out a way that I can make sure that I get content for YouTube every day. Like, I really want to get content for YouTube every day. So this is how I'm going to put it in. I've talked to my virtual assistant about it. We've been working it out. So this is how I'm going to, because I have morning meetings with them every morning. So this is how I'm going to work it out. Okay. It's a good morning, gorgeous series. So, I mean, you know, if you're a fella, good morning, gorgeous. Okay. Just case hints. I'm just going to give some insight, some life encouraging words. And we'll pull oracle. We'll pull a couple oracles and, you know, and see. My prayer is that I can do this for a year straight. That is the hopes. 365 days of Good Morning Gorgeous. So you heard it here first. And I'm going to be marking them. So this is day 1. Good morning, gorgeous. You know, I woke up this morning in a regular, somber mood. Nothing special. It wasn't like, oh, God, today's going to be a better day than yesterday. Yada, yada, yada. Nothing like that. Even though sometimes I have those days. I did not today. So my lashes are crooked. I can feel it. Okay, so, yeah, I just want to give so good morning, gorgeous, and thank you for tuning in to the channel. I'm sure this intro will change, as we grow. Tea, coffee, whatever it is that you, take in the morning, water, lime water. I usually drink lime water before I have, coffee or tea or anything like that. So, and then I decided I'm going to push through even when I feel like I don't have a message or nothing specifically has been downloaded. So just some encouraging words. I'm going to ask you to stay strong. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you are gorgeous. Know that you are worthy. Know that you do have the capabilities to accomplish whatever it is your little heart desires, my child. Look into it. Google it. Right? Start with Google. It is not the end-all, be-all of answers, but it is a good lead into the answers that you are looking for, right? That's what research is. Google is not for an answer. It's for a lead to an answer. Then you have to see what resonates with you and what it is you want for yourself and build on that. Now, I don't know why this is where we're going, so this is where we're going. So when you are trying to accomplish a goal or strive to do something better, you know, Google is a great place to start your research, but it is not the end-all be-all. Like I said, you want to look at what may resonate with you. And if multiple things resonate with you, then take the time to look into those multiple things. Read the books that it's suggesting. If you're not a big book reader, put the title in Audible or Google Audible books and the title that you saw and listen to it. You know, some authors create visuals, you know, watch it. And that will give you a great lead into the direction to take a thing, right? Because there is really no wrong answer. I mean, there are career criminals who are looked up as heroes. There are You know, people who have made what we consider mistakes in their lives because of the way they process mentally, the way they process life mentally, because of the things that have happened to them from a younger age, right? And I'm no therapist, but we all know what your initial program is, what's programmed into you, how you come into this world, how you are initiated into this world carries with you through age. Like, that is just knowledge that is available to you. I'm not going to say everyone has that knowledge, but, you know, that is what is available to you. So my suggestion is start with the root, you know, and work your way through that. And you have to do it. No one can do it for you, right? I love this. No one can do it for you. And it takes time. So you must have patience. Give you time to freeze frame. I will read the cards though. If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follow. And you know, we have to not be restless in a time of restlessness. And I know it's extremely hard to do. You know, I read a tweet a couple days ago where there's a socialite in Hollywood who had to surrender like of some of her cars. And my thought process was, you know, for her, that's probably very traumatic when you're used to living a specific type of life. But for a mother with children at a lower income bracket, it's just like, girl, you crying about some cars? You know, we trying to keep the lights on. You know, we don't have food to eat. Or, you know, I've had to do these things to get these things. Like, it's just, you know, and most, as my tear is still open, the majority of mothers who are who have not learned to either manage finances well or don't have the financial literacy to sustain will falter when it comes to finances, especially when money is continuously coming in, right? When money is continuously coming in, you can mismanage it easily, you know, especially if you're trying to keep up a certain persona or look or feel and things of that nature to the outside world, instead of what needs to be done internally and actually behind closed doors in your home. It can be strenuous. And as a single mother, I just want to say, you know, support looks different for all of us, right? When most people hear a single mother say support, they assume child support. Okay. And I think that is where the controversy started with her kids' fathers. You know, they're like, well, I have my kid this many days of the week and da-da-da-da, and I do this, and this, and this. I don't need to pay you child support. But I don't think, I mean, that's possibly what she would have been talking about, because we are talking about money here, right? She's surrendering cars. But there's a part of me that believes she wasn't talking about actual financial support. She just led with the cars because that's how she feels on the inside. I don't know that lady life. And this is why I don't like to talk about people in those realms, movements, because, you know, that can be sticky. She's talking about no support. I'm a mama. And I'm just like, well, had you know, I mean, like, why do you need 3 cars? Like, okay, you're a socialite in Hollywood. I get it. You got to be flossy, right? So let's have a fabulous family van, right? Have it decked out with the works, paid for in cash, where all you have to pay is the insurance on it, right? And then have a nice little sporty something for you and your homegirls when you go do the socialite love thing. And really, that's it. Like, why do you need 4 cars? Because everything else is rentable or borrowable by the day. When you get into that type of realm, like, you don't really need to own anything. You can rent something for a month and then return it. You don't have to, own anything except like land, a house, like real secure things. But other than that, like to floss, I'm gonna get this for the month, and then I'm gonna pay for the month. Okay, use it for the month, and then I'm gonna give it back. Like, keep it for what? For why? But everyone has different lifestyles and thought processes, and she's probably taking care of other people too. That's another thing. So trying to keep up with certain payments and looks and things of that nature. So you might want to be mindful when you get into a specific lifestyle, certain type of life. I personally, if I was, when I do start earning at that level, it'll be very minimal flossing, and I'll probably do a big flex once a year around Aries season, because it's harvest time, and once again at the end of the year, because we're leaving out a new year and coming into a new one in the western part of the world. So floss at both new beginnings of the world on both time frames is what I say. Health. Phone was ringing. Health. This is why I have to do these really early, because I need to be available for both all time zones. Anyways, it's almost time for me to have a zone. Okay, health. Allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of my body, no matter what alignments I may have. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me be a loving ally and friend to this sacred form. Okay, so you may be looking into your health at this time. Make sure you are like how I started off. Drink the water in the morning. Lime water is good for you. I have a clove of garlic like every other day. I'm always drinking some type of herbal or life building tea, immune system building tea. No, I've never had the C. And I don't have the V either, and I don't plan on, because this is going to be a thing that passes, and it'll be something else in another 10, 6, 8, 12 years or whatever. How do you travel internationally? I keep a negative test with me at all costs. That clears you at all, and I try to get them same day. And now that the urgency has died down a little bit, they're a little easier to get, a little faster to get the results and things of that nature. So, I'm just mindful of my movements, None of my children have been sick. Both of my sons are athletes, so they will sweat and work out and work out on life. So here we go. I just want to, Forgiveness. Forgiveness is always a good one, and I love it. In this series, I won't be playing the Mary J. Blige song, but she talks about forgiveness in the song, and healing comes from acceptance. So help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me up to the new. Accept where you are. Accept what it is that you have to do, even though it is extremely uncomfortable. Okay, I'm going through something myself. It is extremely, extremely uncomfortable. But once you embrace it and grasp it, like, that's all normally when I'm faced with any type of adversity or sadness or something that I need to face about me in life, because it's always about yourself. It's never about the other people around you, what it is that you're facing. in these moments, I always think about wanted outcome. I don't want to have a bitter heart. I don't want to have a bitter mind. I always tell myself those things. I want to be able to embrace. I want to be able to endure. I want to be able to overcome. And on the other side of this is much brighter. Not only have I learned the lesson, but you know, the relationships are going to get better. The money will get longer, right? The whatever next step is, the house is going to be bigger, the car is going to be better. You know, I tell people all the time, they're like, you're really into like this Uber thing lately. I said, I'm practicing, right? I'm getting ready for full car service all the time. I'll just be able to call Roger. And that's, you know, that's like an inside thing with my family. I'll be like, yeah, I'm just gonna call Roger. We ready to go? Okay, let me call Roger. Like, I will have someone that I can just be like, text, we ready, and he's gonna pull around, and that's gonna be that. I won't be driving anymore. So, in that, it looks crazy to some people. They're just like, girl, you spend all this money on Uber, and I'm just like, you spend all that money on insurance and car notes, so we're kind of even there, you know what I mean? And it is kind of even there because I have owned cars in the past, and lots of cars, lots of different kind of cars, and different types of notes and different types of insurances, and registering a car. And you know, in New York State, they have a lot of things that you have to have, okay, in order to be able to drive. So actually, I have saved money, okay, not driving. So, you know, there's that. But I don't like to boast and brag about it. I don't tell people like, actually, I'm saving more money than you. Because one, I don't just get up and hop up because I would, when I did have a car, I would just, oh, can you take me to da 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 da? I would do it because I was helpful in that way. I didn't have an issue with taking people places. Like, that was just never an issue for me. Like, I didn't, as long as I wasn't doing anything, or if I was in an area, or if I was already with somebody and they wanted to make some stops or do some things, like, I just didn't have a thing about doing for other people. I never really have. So it's like shocking to me when, you know, I very rarely ask for things, but when I do and people are like, no, I'm like, okay. And which is everyone's option, right? And everyone's choice. But I have a life of service, so my birth chart's different. I'm a lot more susceptible and willing to do things for other people that other people are not, okay? With that being said, gorgeous, I'm hoping that you have a beautiful, wonderful, opulent day. And, you know, don't let what other people have to say rub you the wrong way. Because remember, we're all going through something. Blessings.